I'm Tim Suddoth, the Distributed Energy Resources Coordinator at Middle Tennessee Electric. I work every day to help members with emerging technology like solar, electric vehicles, and battery storage. As with any rapidly growing and evolving industry, there is a lot of information out there about solar and battery systems, but not all companies creating this information has your best interest in mind. I have a background in solar sales and installations. I maintain a certification and accreditation through the North American Board of Certified Energy Practitioners. It's the gold standard for solar installations. It's something I'm very passionate about, and I want to help our members make the best decisions when it comes to solar. When you have questions about anything related to solar, I hope you'll take the time to reach out to me. If you haven't seen the first solar workshop in this series, I encourage you to check it out. I talk about solar basics and give you an overview of what to look for when picking out the right site for your installation. You can find it and all of our solar workshops at mte.com/solar. And after you've considered all the questions about installing your solar system and picking the location for it, let's talk about the next stage in your solar journey, picking a solar contractor and reviewing their proposal. There are some less than reputable contractors in the solar installation and sales landscape, but there are also a lot of very good ones. That's why we recommend getting quotes from at least 2 to 3 different contractors. If you don't already have some contractors in mind, we've put together a list of reputable contractors at mte.com/solar. If you encounter a high-pressure sales situation, take a step back. There are a number of misleading marketing tactics and sales tricks that are used by less than reputable solar companies. You should never have to rush into buying solar based on high-pressure sales. Most quality solar contractors understand that it takes time to make this decision. Don't let a salesperson talk you into buying something without asking several questions and reviewing multiple proposals. Here, we have a list of 7 questions I recommend you ask when picking a solar contractor. First off, are they licensed, insured, and bonded? This is a big investment that can affect your home and property value. Make sure your contractor is able to cover the costs of any damages that could happen during an installation. Secondly, do they get permits and state inspections? Your contractor needs to know and follow local codes to pass these inspections. These codes and inspections are designed to keep you and your family safe. Next, are they familiar with products, interconnection standards, best mounting options, and safety guidelines? The answer to this question is a little more difficult to judge on because it can get very technical, but don't worry. You don't have to be an engineer to understand the answer. Just give me a call to talk about the specifics of what you need to look for when you are talking to a potential contractor. Next up, do they have certifications from the North American Board of Certified Energy Practitioners, especially in the sales department? NABCEP is the gold standard for PV system installation, ethics, and sales. You can find out if your potential contractor is certified through nabcep.org. You'll also find other helpful resources and lots of education about solar installations there. Next, will they use licensed electricians and certified installers to complete the installation? To make the most of your solar PV system, you need to make sure that all the work is completed to the highest standard of safety and quality. If they aren't using licensed electricians and qualified installers and provide credentials for them, I recommend reconsidering using that contractor. Next up, do they offer warranty claims on workmanship and materials? Your system will need some maintenance throughout its lifetime. However, you shouldn't see any major mechanical or electrical issues for several years. If they don't warranty their work and the materials they use, that is a red flag about the quality and safety of that system. Finally, what do they offer in terms of service down the road? Again, your system is going to need some maintenance over time. They are designed to last for 20 plus years. But like a car, there are mechanical pieces that will need a little TLC here and there to keep your system running at its maximum efficiency. Try to find out anticipated costs for maintenance items. In addition to asking these questions, I recommend going online to find company reviews and research your potential contractors using Google reviews, Better Business Bureau reviews, solarreviews.com, and any other resources you can find. If they have very few reviews, I recommend moving forward with caution and watch for any red flags. The internet is a great tool for this purpose, so use it for your benefit. So after you've picked 2 to 3 contractors to talk to, it's time to look at the proposal. As I've said before, I'm here to help you make the best decision based on your goals. If you need help reviewing a proposal, if something doesn't make sense or you have questions about it, please contact Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to help you make a really good long-term decision. You might feel intimidated by the proposal process, but don't be. Take your time to review any contracts, including the small print. This is a big investment and you need to take your time before making the decision to go solar. If it takes a few days to review the proposal thoroughly, take that time. The quality contractors understand this. I recommend sleeping on it for a few nights before you make your final decision. You can always get a new contract to sign if there is a time limit on the offer. The offer's always there. I can't state this enough. You sign the contract when you feel comfortable with buying the system. It's your money, it's your energy. Take the time. Before you sign a contract, I'd recommend you check on a few items. Ask your contractor or Middle Tennessee Electric for your hourly meter data. Quality contractors refer to this hourly usage instead of generic monthly bills. It's a small detail that you can use to determine if your contractor is really designing the proper system for your home. If they are looking at 12 months of your bills or looking for a general monthly average, take a step back. Check with Middle Tennessee Electric also to make sure there are no equipment upgrade costs or fees. We don't charge additional costs for having solar, but your home or business might need additional work or upgrades to make it ready for solar, like a transformer upsize or something of that nature. Also, check with your homeowner's insurance provider to see if there is any additional cost to your premiums. Your solar PV system can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Make sure it's insured. If your insurance company won't insure it, I'd recommend holding off until you have coverage. Prevent a financial tragedy by making sure your system is insured before it's installed. Next, check with your tax professional or advisor to make sure you can claim the full value of the tax credit amount. A tax credit and a tax rebate are not the same, and less reputable contractors will use this as a selling point in their high-pressure sales tactics. The federal government does not hand you a check for the value of the tax credit. It is a credit you apply towards income taxes you are supposed to pay. Again, take the time to understand the full implication of this before you sign any contract. If you have a question about a proposal, contract, or want to discuss if solar is right for you, please feel free to contact me. Not everyone needs a solar installation to use solar energy. MTE offers several additional options for members wanting to use solar energy but maybe don't have the right site or the financial ability to afford one out of pocket. You can still help the environment or use green energy without building your own PV system. So before we close, let's talk about a few financial things to consider before signing a contract. Currently, installations cost on average around $3 to $4 per watt installed in the state of Tennessee. A typical PV system is about 10,000 watts, which you'll see in a proposal as 10 kW. So if you multiply 10,000 watts by $3 or $4 per watt, the cost of a 10 kW system is around $30,000 to $40,000. Depending on the size of the home and your energy needs, you can expect to pay a little more or less. Using a roof mount solar installation in Tennessee, under ideal conditions, you can expect an average of 1,375 kilowatt hours per year per kW. That is why determining your hourly usage is critical to ensuring the system is sized correctly. If you have too much generation, you can sell it to TVA at a predetermined rate, or you can install a battery storage system to store it for later use. Many solar PV systems use battery storage to store energy for use at night or during cloudy days. The average cost of installing a battery storage and PV system is between $6 and $9 per watt. As we illustrated earlier, a 10 kW battery storage solution at $6 to $9 per watt could cost anywhere between $60,000 to $90,000. This leads me to the federal tax credit, which is 26% of the total installed cost. Remember, this is a tax credit, it's not a rebate. You do not get a check for this amount. It's a credit that you apply towards income taxes you owe. So remember, before signing any contract, check with your tax professional to see how long it'll take to claim this credit, because your amount of tax liability is huge. With a basic overview of how much a solar PV system could cost, watch out for solar financing options. Be aware of offers like 12 or 24 months same as cash or no down payment, or we'll get rid of your electric bill and replace it with a loan payment. These can lead to additional costs not accounted for in your break-even analysis and can cost you hundreds if not thousands of dollars in interest. Your proposals may show a few financial projections. You may see an estimated savings projection among those. Find out how these projections are calculated and did they account for rate changes here at the local level with Middle Tennessee Electric. Historically, we see about an average inflation rate of 1% to 2% per year, not the standard 5% seen throughout the country. This can have a major impact on your proposal and return on investment. We're very fortunate to get power from the Tennessee Valley Authority, which helps keep our rates low and stable. However, they do fluctuate year to year based on how much we are charged from TVA. Now, there is a lot to unpack around these solar PV systems, but hopefully today's workshop gives you a better understanding of how to choose a contractor and what to look for when reviewing their proposals. If you have any questions about proposals, contracts, contractor itself, or want to discuss your solar options, please give Middle Tennessee Electric a call at 877-777-9020 and ask for Tim. You can also send me an email at tim.suddoth@mtemc.com. As I've mentioned it before, and I'll continue to remind you, when you decide to go solar, contact us. We're committed to helping you achieve your solar goals, from building your own PV systems or participating in one of our community solar programs MTE has a green energy solution to fit your needs. You can view all of our solar programs, view our recommended contractors, and get more information about installing your own system at mte.com/solar. So I want to thank you for watching today, and I hope you plan to watch the next workshop. We'll be talking about solar installation best practices and what to expect during the installation process. Of course, you can always watch this workshop along with the rest of the series on demand at mte.com/Energy Academy or the Middle Tennessee Electric YouTube page. I look forward to seeing you then, and have a sunny day.